Hey surveys, welcome back to K-Popsicles. I'm Paige.
I'm Kate.
And we are back, guys, making our way through our huge list of new comebacks and new releases, as always. Up next, we have our boys IKON and their song Panorama. So this one just dropped last night or yesterday?
15 hours ago.
Yeah, 15 hours ago. So, wow.
That was like 5 a.m.
Yeah. Early this morning. But yeah, we absolutely love IKON. If you guys don't know, we're huge Iconics. We absolutely adore them. So super excited to see what this one is going to give us. It looks very, like, movie or drama. Like the way it was shot already. I have a feeling we might get, like, a drama kind of
Looks like
film.
You might be in, like, a school uniform or something.
Yeah. So, I'm excited. I'm also scared because it's IKON, and you never really know what to expect with them other than bangers. So, it's IKON. But yeah, super excited. For those of you who don't know, I have two biases in this group, June and Jay.
I surprisingly don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
But I do get attacked by Bobby and Jay a lot.
You do. So I'm excited to see if you also get attacked by DK.
I feel like I just need to sit down and, like, binge all the videos so I can choose a bias.
Because, yeah, I feel like with the IKON is one of the few groups, too, that you know a lot of their songs just by listening to them, but you don't, like, watch them.
Right.
Like, if that makes sense.
Like, I have them, like, on my Spotify playlist. Like, pretty much all of their songs.
Yeah, she knows IKON. Like, she just listens to all their songs.
Like, I'm a huge IKON stan. I just don't watch music videos.
Yeah, it's so funny. Because it's, like, I feel like it's always been that way. Like, ever since you got into K-pop, you just kind of were like, I would just listen to them, and I'm like, you know them, and you're like, who? And I'm like, yeah, Jay, and you're like, so it wasn't until, like, Kingdom and stuff like that you're like, oh, yeah, I know them, I like him. Just like, girl.
You're just face palming at me the whole time.
I mean, there's a few groups that are like that for her, though. Like, she's like, I know the songs, I just don't know the group, or, like, I don't know the videos. It's like, how? But anyway, it's fine. We'll get you there eventually. Like I said, we still gotta get you to watch IKON TV and all that. So, we'll make a bigger stand out of you yet. But yeah, so let's see if you can, see who will attack you in this one. I know DK's gotten you in the past.
June's gotten me before.
June's gotten you.
Pretty much everyone's attacked me.
Yeah. It's just different levels of who attacks. Like, Bobby and Jay attack, like, the most out of all of them, I feel like. So let's see who attacks her today. But yeah, super excited. Before we jump in, we're going to leave a link to our Patreon down below in the description box. We hope you can check us out. We do live stages, drum reactions, variety shows, dance practices. You can join our Discord. Basically everything you can't do here on YouTube. We also post free videos over there for you guys to buy to understand, because we're not going to make you pay for this gift for free. That's just stupid. Speaking of our Patreon, we're currently watching Run BTS. We have Boys Planet, The Isaacs, Strong Woman, The Bong Soon, Got Someone's Hard Carry, I have my semi-called pint-sized retro dramas on my own. We have movie reactions, album reviews, so much fun content going on over there. We've also been pre-filming a ton of stuff since we've been in comeback season. We're also going to be taking a break for Kate's wedding, so we want you guys to have steady content during that as well. And if you want to follow us over on Twitter, a handle be on screen. We post every single day after the videos dropping season. Stay up to everything here on our channel. Alright, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Pop this up. Here is IKON Panorama. Oh my god, it is like high school.
I was right.
Oh, Jay.
Fluffy.
We got a Fluffy Bobby.
We got 2 fluffs.
Hello, DK. Oh, Bobby! It's like different levels. There's like high school, college, now work.
You were right, drama.
Yeah.
Movie.
I was gonna say, I'm like, from the filming it, that's how it looked.
Us when people.
Yes. You hit one pin. Yes. Ooh. This fluffy hair on Bobby, though, is killing me. This man's a father.
Acting like a child.
Oh. Did he get married? I think he...
Yeah, he got married.
Okay, I didn't know if he had the wedding yet. He's a whole ass husband and father. And just being like this. Those drinks look nice.
They do.
This, like, jean jacket on him looks good. Oh, it's like they're making fun of him or something like that for it, or... He's like, don't get off me. If that's one thing IKON will do, they'll do a breakup song really well. Office romance doesn't work out. School romance doesn't work out. Aww. DK in his office look with the glasses is just mwah, chef's kiss. Song. Oh, Jay. I'll come for you, Jay. Oh, Bobby.
Like, I do love their hip hop songs, but I also love their just.
They have some really
songs.
good. A lot of their B-sides are like really good. Ugh. They're so good.
I know I said I should binge watch to choose a bias, but I genuinely think I could choose a bias at this point.
Oh, really?
Jay,
yeah.
We share a bias.
We share a bias. I may have two, but we share at least
you
one.
got both the main vocals too, which is weird.
It is. Well, it was so funny because like when I remember when IKON first debuted, I honestly thought it was going to be either Bobby or BI. And BI was, like I said, he was another big record for a long time. And I'm like, I even biased him for a little bit. But June, since day one, because of his deeper tone.
He took over.
His tallness and his deep tone, yeah. I was like, oh, I love him. And then the more I watched of their behind the scenes and, like, their variety content, he is such a huge crackhead. And you know me, I gravitate towards the crackheads the most. Do. I really do. And he is just so chaotic and just over the top and out there, but he's also like super sweet, and I'm just like, oh no, that combination always kills me every time. And so that just made me love him. And then Jay, he's just an adorable little fluff, but he's also the oldest member, and he's like the big brother, and he just has this kind of like protective instinct and like just loyalty to the group that kind of just drew me to him as well. He just has like this kind
aura about him.
Yeah, he just has that something, and it's just like, and that's what, and plus, like I said, his voice is just beautiful. Like I said, I love all the members, don't get me wrong, but those are the two that, those two are, since like day one, have been like big issues, and that's why they became my biases. But like I said, that for a while, BI was, up there with June as a bias for a bit, and then he ended up leaving the group. And then, like I said, Jay even came and attacked even more after that. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make you a second bias too, I guess.
And they both happen to be main vocals?
They just, this is one of the few guy groups where it's like, it's the main vocals who get me. Like I said, Bobby's a big record though. Bobby loves to attack me, especially in this video. The man's hair is just gorgeous. I don't know what it is about him and the blue silk shirt with the fluffy black hair. He looks so soft. Right, I'm just like,
let me pinch your cheeks.
And he gave off kind of dad energy.
He did.
In that outfit. And I was like, oh my god, this man is a husband and a father. And I love him. And I love him so much. Song's fluffy hair looks so good too. Mm-hmm. He's an adorable fluff. I love Song. And then Chanu was just struggling. He was struggling in school. He was just like, he's kind of almost like a loner kid. Yeah, and it's like, oh. June was, I don't know what was going on. Like, it was almost like he was putting up a front, and it's like, either he was like confronted for being with her, or, you know, something like that. And so then, like, when she came up to him, he just was like, no, get away from me, and like walked away. I was like, why are you doing this?
He literally chose bros before hoes.
No, never do that.
At least
that's a lie.
explain why.
Right, I'm like, if you're gonna choose bros before hoes or hoes before bros, explain the situation. Like, there has to be a valid reason to be doing that. If not, then you can coexist.
And, like, my friends think I look stupid with you is not a valid reason.
No, that is never a valid reason. Be like, well, you look stupid without somebody. Boom. How about that? But no, this one, all their vocals sound incredible on the song. DK's office outfit is, like I said, it was immaculate. I love his office look. It just was like, boom, with the glasses, the kind of swooped hair. I feel like out of all of them, DK's was kind of like the most sad / ambiguous, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody else, like, kind of understood their stories, and, like, his was just like, bam, she's gone, and he's just like, bye. Like, the other ones, I feel like, may be able to fix things.
He's like, see you later.
Right. And then I was like, oh, but DK. But I was like, I'll hug all of you. I will protect. Honestly, though, like, if we're just going off video vibes, I would choose Jay.
Right.
Like, he's got a job. Most of them had jobs. But I was like, he's working hard and stuff like that. He just seems like the soft college boy. And, like, he's just like, man.
He's like, here living his best life, trying to work his way through college.
Yeah. Plus, he's got the look of, like, somebody that I'd go for, generally. Chanu was kind of like the loner kid, almost. Like, he's just kind of, like, chilling in school, the quiet kid.
He just hasn't found, like, his right friend group yet.
Yeah. June's, like, the popular kid. Song's like the office worker who's just kind of like they had like an office romance and it just didn't work out. He looks like a very
That's
kind.
why you don't date coworkers.
Yeah. If it's gonna cause an issue, yeah, that's why you don't do that. Yeah. But no, they all looked incredible and they all sounded amazing. And you could definitely tell, like, our boys are back and they're just living their best lives now that they're, like, out of the YG dungeon.
They can actually release music now. Like, look at how much stuff they've given us since leaving.
We talked about it before.
Look at how much stuff we got in YG.
We talked about it before, like, they are truly free of the YG dungeon because it's like, they're just dropping songs left and right, and it's like, yes, let's go. Which, like, that's what I don't understand with, like, these big groups like this. When companies, like, as soon as they like, get them to a specific level, and then they're like, let's make a new group, and then just abandon the old group. I'm like, you've literally have this big group that's bringing you all this money.
And then they have, like, a smash hit with Love Scenario.
Exactly.
And then you're just gonna throw them in the dungeon after that.
They're bringing in all this money. They're doing really well. Granted, they went through, some problems, obviously, which ended up being bullshit reasons, but whatever. But they have that loyal fan base that's going to bring you more money, but you abandon them to start something new that could or could not work out. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I'm like, we've seen it not only with YG, we've seen it with SM, we've seen it with JYP, like, we've seen it with a lot of companies where they'll just debut brand new groups and kind of just abandon their well-established, really good, popular groups. Mm-hmm. And then you wonder why you only get a comeback every 1 or 2 years, and it's just like,
feed us more, please.
Right. It's like, what is the point? You're wasting your resources on this new group where you could just be building up the one you have and actually giving them the resources to be a better group.
And then those fans from that group can come over to the new group once you eventually make that new group.
Exactly. Like, you build up this group, you keep supporting that big group, because then you can start small with the new group, bring in those fans, and that'll help you be able to bring that up, and then you have, fans for both groups. Put us in a business, I swear, we'd be great.
We could literally start our own company and do better than some of these companies.
Like, honestly, we'd treat our artists right.
It's a very low bar.
It's a very low bar, which is really sad. It's really sad how low that bar is. We would treat our artists right, like,
no starvation diets.
No starvation diets.
The fuck you want.
Like, obviously you need to be healthy, but I'm not gonna sit there and dictate you to, like, starve yourself or, like,
only eat ice cubes.
Yeah, like, no, we're not about that life. I'm not gonna sit there and ban you from, like, everyday normal human things.
No dating bans.
Right, like, you're a human. As long as, like, I understand for the minors in K-pop, like, the younger kids, like, that makes sense about having the dating ban at least until they're, like, 18 or something. Because they're kids and they make stupid decisions as kids. Us as teenagers, we're making stupid decisions. But after that, like I said, they're adults. Like, all the stupid scandals we see all the time of, like, artists either smoking or getting tattoos or dating, and it's just like, they're freaking adults, man. Sorry. We're going off on a huge tangent.
And also,
right now,
I feel like a lot of these people, if it was an actor, they wouldn't have the same issues with it. That's
no,
one thing I've noticed.
That's the thing. Sometimes it depends on how big the actor is. And whoever they're dating is. Because I've seen some actors have some bad backlash. But generally, the actors generally get a little bit more leeway.
I don't understand the backlash anyway. Like, they're never gonna date you. You're a nobody.
It's the parasocial relationship between the fans and the artists. They have this kind of, like, mental control, kind of, where it's like they see them only as theirs. Which, I mean, it plays in the fan service and, whatever brings it in. But at some point, it becomes delusional. And they're like, no, you're mine, and that's why you get, when people want to get married or have kids or date or whatever, you see these huge...
Strikes.
Yeah, you just... all this bullshit. This is, like I said, a whole topic for something else. We're getting way off, but...
This would be a good podcast topic.
It really would. We've really got to start that one of these days, I
know.
swear.
We keep talking about it.
We will get there eventually. But yeah, no, we had to talk about it because it involved IKON and everything they had to go through. But I find with IKON too, especially now, even when they were in YG and now that they've left, the whole thing with, like, Bobby having a wife and getting a kid, like, they were so much more mature. Like, Iconics have been so much more mature about him than anybody else in the world, in the industry. And I just love it. Like, we're like, oh, you're having a kid? Oh, you're getting married? Cool, Bobby, we support you.
Go for it.
Right, like, and honestly, it's really, you only really see it a lot with the K-netizens. You don't see it a lot with international stans. Sometimes you do. But generally, you only really get a lot of backlash from the K-nets. And that's because internationally, it's like, it's more common to date and stuff like that, whereas, like, in Korea, it's
there's, like, dating news 24/7 about celebrities in America. And,
like honestly, yeah. And over here, we're like... Anyway, sorry. I keep saying it's a topic for another day, but we keep talking about it. But yeah. Stay tuned for our podcast at some point. We will be getting to it and we will talk more about this topic.
Sometime.
At some point. When we have time. Anything else you want to say about this specific video? I actually do. Like I said, I was right about the whole kind of drama.
You were,
vibe.
and they literally said drama and movie in the video.
I was so happy. I was like, well, I could tell alone just from the thumbnail and the lighting and how it was filmed. It was filmed more on, like, a film camera. And, like, a drama or a show or a movie would be shot. Whereas, like, most MVs are, like, if you see, like, the other two videos here, they're shot like that. They're very different. But, like, there's a certain lighting and a certain kind of vibe when you're filming, like, a drama or a movie or something like that the cameras have. And that's what that was giving me. So that's why I was like, oh, it seems like it's going to be like that. And already just from seeing them sitting there and seeing that kind of shot, it gave me the vibe of, like, oh, this is going to be like a drama. And then already the song itself was like, oh, yeah. And then it just fed into that kind of drama. I was like, yes. I nailed it. Perfect.
You got it right.
Perfect. Anything else you want to say, though?
No, I'm good.
Alright, guys, well, we hope you enjoyed this video as much as we did. Sorry for all the rambling. We hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, stick around for our podcast. We'll get more into it. We'll leave a link to our Patreon, Instagram, and our Twitter. It's down below in the description box. We hope you can more check us out. It would help us so much. Seriously, your support means the absolute world to us. Welcome to all our new space because it's seriously amazing. We love you. I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.